Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. So it's a Saturday today, and it's a relatively hot day today in New York City as well. It's about like 85, 80 degree ish. I mean, it's a nice warm weather. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely, it feels like summer is definitely arriving. And spring and winter, the chill and the cool factor definitely has subsided a little bit. And so I'm just like staying home, catching up on work and stuff. I just finished my keynote speech with the non for profit organization called Sponsors Educational Opportunity as one of the panelists today. And my topic of discussions was topic of giving back. So I spoke with about 900 students on basically, I mean, virtually obviously, onto giving my point of view in terms of giving back and supporting underdogs. And one of the questions hits me like, what would be the ultimate legacy that I want to build upon? Which was a loaded question, right? I haven't really thought of that, right? Like I guess like on this day, you know, it's been a while since I last caught up with you guys as well, and I felt like I'm missing something. I forget to say thank you as well for empowering me to reach 9,000 subscribers. I know that I reached there for about like what 2 days ago, right? And I felt like I should have posted this like before, but my day has been just kind of busy. Juggling with different things, also prepping for the panel speech today, but all good. So going back to the topic of discussions again, thank you for the 9,000 subscribers. I will continue to work and support and empower you guys going forward. I will not let you guys down. So definitely appreciate you. So going back to the discussion that I had today, so one of the students asked me a very relatively sentimental questions like, you know, by the time you're like 90 or 85, like what do you want your ultimate legacy to be? Right? So, with respect to me building my firm, Tanks Capital, which we are a venture capital firm investing into underdogs, like you and I, people of color, women entrepreneurs, people in the LGBT community, people that have disability, or underdogs in their life social setting that we want to cultivate to help them breach that next step and elevate to become and channel their highest potential in life as possible. And I want to be that strategic partner on doing so to support them on their journeys going forward. And with my initiative, I hope that someday I will become so successful that by the time I'm 85 years old, that, let's say I'm in my deathbed, right? And hopefully I will become a multi-billionaire by then. I will be giving my all my money back. I will be donating all my money back into an ecosystem for the cause and the organizations that I believe the most, and to the community that I believe the most. Like if I could do that, right? Someday, I don't know, by the time I'm 95, right? Let's say I have $10 billion in my net worth. I want to be giving that $10 billion, sprinkle that across to the world, for the greater goods. That's what I want to be doing. Like people always ask me like, once you become like wealthy, like what are you gonna be buying? Are you buy a nice house? You're gonna buy a nice car? All that stuff? No, for me, I think it would be nice, to have a nice car or a nice house, but that's not what I aspire to be doing. Like I aspire to have, like a institution, a school, a monument, a library, a public school named after me or my parents, which they never really had the great fortune to go to school, right? They had to sacrifice and work in retail jobs their whole life to be supporting my sister and I. And I want to dedicate an educational system named after them, for that, just to show my gratitude towards them, you know and yeah, so the way I kind of lay out my life is looking something like this, right? In your 20s, you're going to be learning everything from your mentors and your coach, right? The people that you work for at the moment. Hopefully, they're good managers. in your 30s, like this, which is where I'm at right now, in my early 30s. I'm 31 right now. I just turned 31 literally a week ago. um, and what I want to be doing, you know, is to be building upon my business, my value add to the society. Right, by the time I'm 40, I want to be refining it. Right, continue to innovate and refine and make it better. Right, in my 50s, then I will start to be, looking for ways to evolve and like transform and make this even better and take this to the next step, like the elevator type of momentum. And then in my 60s, as I'm reaching my, I guess, my apex in terms of my career and my life cycle, then I'll start identifying like a successor. Right, I need to start cultivating my next generation, the ones that can pass on my legacy, pass on my my social endeavors that I want to be pursuing going forward, which is supporting underdogs. And in my 60s, I will be mentoring, coaching, and continue to be supporting the successor, the legacy maker going forward, to ensure that they will prepare, as they are typically, I would say, in their 30s or 20s, right, onto building that long-lasting proposition, you know. And then by then, I'll be hopefully spending more time in terms of like being with my loved ones, and also pursuing multiple different charity events, be pursuing into philanthropy, pursuing more giving back opportunities, and eventually to the point that I will give everything away by the time I am going back to earth, if you may, right? So that's my promise to you, and thank you again for the 9,000 subscriber that you have given me. Like, I do not take this for granted, and sorry for me being inconsistent sometimes. I don't mean to be. It's just that sometimes my work schedule is crazy, and you know me, like, I'm not lazy either. I'm just I work hard, but sometimes I need to like kind of mentally take care of myself, because like if I'm not like well taken care of, everything will collapse, which I've learned to be more cautious, with my physical health over time. Okay, so have a good rest of the Saturday, and I'll catch you on the next one, and appreciate again for your continued support.